You're not unlucky with women. You're undisciplined with yourself. That's why you keep ending up with the same toxic woman in a different body. You call it chemistry. It's not. It's chaos. You call it passion. It's not. It's addiction. You think she's special because she makes your heart race. No, she makes your nervous system panic, and you're too weak to walk away. You're not a victim of her manipulation. You're a volunteer. That's why she controls you. That's why she gets her way, because you don't even realize the game she's playing. I'm here to teach you these principles, which will enable you to see exactly what toxic really looks like, why she thrives on chaos, and how to cut her power off at the root. This isn't about hating women. This isn't about manipulation. This is about restoring your masculinity in a feminized world that trains you to confuse chaos for love and weakness for compassion. Toxic women don't come with warning labels. They come with sob stories that light up your protector instinct. They come with sexual energy that blinds your judgment. They come with just enough sweetness to keep you hooked while they dismantle you piece by piece. She doesn't devour you in one bite. She drains you sip by sip until you thank her for destroying you, and you fall for it. Again and again, because you confuse chaos with love, adrenaline with intimacy, and instability with passion. Every time you excuse her behavior, you hand her another piece of yourself. Think about it. How many times have you ignored the pit in your stomach because the sex was good? How many times have you told yourself, she's just emotional, when deep down, you knew she was controlling you? Every time you bend, you break. Every time you stay silent, you shrink. Every time you forgive what should never be forgiven, you hand over your masculinity one slice at a time. Monday, she loves you like you're the only man alive. Tuesday, she freezes you out for a crime you didn't even know you committed. Wednesday, she cries about abandonment. Thursday, she threatens to walk. By Friday, your mind is scrambled. This is no accident. It's a slot machine. She gives you random hits of affection, so you keep pulling the lever, desperate for another high. And like a gambler, you lose more than you win. That's why you're addicted, not because of love, but because of uncertainty. Because you can't predict when the high will come back. And the brain treats that uncertainty like crack cocaine. You're not in love with her. You're hooked on the cycle. Ask yourself this. How many times have you mistaken adrenaline for intimacy? How many times have you confused drama for passion? Be honest. Because until you admit it, you'll keep playing her game. Watch how she twists your strengths into weapons against you. Your kindness becomes leverage. Your success becomes a threat. Your friendships become rivals for her control. Your family becomes the enemy because they see through her act. She doesn't just create chaos. Chaos is her oxygen. Peace is her enemy. Because peace gives you time to think, and thinking, men see through the act. Every compliment she gives is followed by a cut. Every "I love you" comes with a test. Every ounce of success you taste becomes a problem she has to sabotage. This isn't accidental. This is surgical. Your body knows first. The fatigue, the headaches, the weight gain, or loss. These aren't random. They are alarms screaming that your nervous system is trapped in fight or flight. Your biology is begging you to leave while your ego keeps you chained. Listen closely. Your exhaustion isn't because you're weak. It's because you're being drained by someone who thrives on keeping you unstable. She's trained you to see boundaries as cruelty. That saying no is selfish. That protecting your peace is controlling. But boundaries are not cruelty. They are medicine. They are the difference between being her partner and her prisoner. Gates that let the right people in and keep poison out. And when you finally set one, make no mistake, she will go nuclear. She'll cry, rage, play the victim, threaten to leave and come back like nothing happened. Every pushback is a test, because if your boundary holds, her control dies. This is where most men fail. You fold the first time she explodes. You confuse her meltdown with love. You think if you just calm her down, the storm will pass. But here's the truth. Storms don't pass. They reset, and the cycle begins again. And here's the nuclear truth. The moment you fold once, you train her to know you'll fold forever. You become predictable prey. She learns your breaking point, and from then on, she owns you. Every tear she sheds, every tantrum she throws, every threat she makes, she's just pressing a button she already knows works. You're not her equal, you're her pet. Every collapse of your spine makes her throne taller. And you built it. With your silence, with your excuses, with your weakness. She doesn't want resolution, she wants reaction. The vague text, we need to talk. The guilt trip, I guess I'm not important. The triangulation, even your friend agrees with me. The silent treatment, until you beg. None of these are emotions, they are weapons. And every defense, every over-explanation, every explosion, it's fuel. Toxic women are farmers. They plant seeds of chaos and harvest your emotions like crops. Your anger is the water. Your apologies are the fertilizer. Your desperation is the sunlight. And the harvest? Her control. Her kryptonite is neutrality. She screams. You sip coffee. She cries. You say, I'm sorry you feel that way, and change the subject. She threatens to leave. You calmly let her pack. Your calm is the mirror she cannot stand. Because without your chaos, her drama looks insane even to herself. This is the moment she unravels. Not when you yell, not when you argue, not when you fight, but when you no longer care. Because to a toxic woman, apathy is death. And here's the pill most men choke on. You can't save her. You're not her therapist, father, or rehab. You're just the man she's destroying while you try to fix her. Hatred is fuel. Rage is control. Indifference is freedom. Think about it. If a stranger has a meltdown in a grocery store, do you sprint to fix it? Number. You walk past with mild concern. That's detachment. That's the posture you need, that guilt you feel. It isn't conscience, it's software she installed. She programmed you to believe her happiness is your responsibility. That code must be deleted. Boundaries aren't requests, they're facts. You don't explain them, you enforce them. Stop waiting for closure. She'll never admit it, never apologize, never reflect. Asking her for closure is like asking a vampire to show up in the mirror. It will never happen. Closure comes when you accept broken people stay broken. And it's not your job to glue them back together. Here's the part you don't want to hear. You stayed, you tolerated, you volunteered. She was toxic, but you signed the dotted line. You saw the red flags and painted them into decorations. Why did you stay? Because part of you is addicted to the chaos. Until you admit that, you'll keep repeating it. Look back, honestly. This isn't your first toxic relationship, is it? Different face, same poison. You've been here before, and you'll be here again until you fix what's broken in you. Maybe you learned as a kid that love had to be earned. Maybe you were taught that peace is boring. Maybe you crave the roller coaster because stability feels empty. Whatever the reason, it's not bad luck. It's your programming. The real superpower isn't confidence. It isn't even experience. It's self-awareness. When you know yourself, you stop broadcasting victim signals. You stop being food for predators. You stop confusing manipulation for love. Awareness is armor. Without it, you're naked on the battlefield. Self-awareness is what makes you untouchable. When she guilt trips you, you recognize the tactic. When she gaslights you, you trust your perception. When she rages, you stay calm because you know her rage isn't about you. It's about her need for control. Picture it. She spirals, you stay calm. She floods your phone, you sleep peacefully. She melts down, you step outside and breathe. That's not cruelty, that's clarity, that's peace. No one can manipulate a man who knows himself. No one can gaslight a man who trusts his own perception. No one can control a man who's already in control of himself. Self-knowledge makes you ungovernable. And in a world that profits from your weakness, becoming ungovernable is the most masculine act of rebellion you'll ever commit.